Hello everybody, my name is Wilson Tsai. I'm an undergraduate sophomore here in St. John's University. As you know, I'm a sports management major, 19 years old. This is going to be the first video that I'm ever making. And as you see right now, I'm in Carnesecca Arena. And in this video, I'm going to talk about my opinions and predictions for the upcoming season for St. John's men's basketball 2013-2014. And as you all know, tip-off is coming up in a couple of days. You don't want to miss that. Are you excited? I know I am. So, on the recap for last season, during last season, there were a little bit of disappointment. St. John's finished with a record of 17-16. They also failed to make the NCAA tournament. They did, however, make the NIT tournament, only to get eliminated in the second round. But that's not good enough. This season, I'm really strongly predicting that not only St. John's will make the NCAA tournament this year, but they're gonna make a deep run to the NCAA tournament. And in case you guys didn't know, you guys probably wondering, when was the last time St. John's made the Final Four? Well, back in 1985, the time Chris Mullin was around. As you all know, I'm wearing my Chris Mullin jersey right now, the good luck charm here. And now, to the coach's perspective. Steve Lavin is heading to his 4th season as a member of the Red Storm, and also with assistant coaches of Tony Childs, Rico Hines, and Jim Whitesell, who's in his 1st season as a Red Storm as an assistant coach. He coached 24 years of NCAA college basketball. So with that said, if you guys want to know 2 facts about Steve Lavin, what are 2 facts about Steve Lavin that you guys might not know? With 5 minutes left to play, whenever Steve Lavin's team is in the lead, he has a record of 157 wins and 10 losses. Another fact about Steve Lavin, during the time he's coaching, he is only one of 2 coaches in the NCAA to lead his team to the Sweet 16 5 times in 6 years. Who's the other coach? Olympic USA coach Mike Krzyzewski. And now, onto the players. And now, I'm going to talk about the players now. St. John's has 5 of their starters returning this season. So with that said, they're an experienced team and they have a lot of team chemistry. Also, we added a new point guard, Rasheed Jordan. Rasheed Jordan averaged 24.8 points a game, 6.1 rebounds in his high school senior year. He also led his high school to the Class A championship. And in case you guys didn't know, Rasheed Jordan is a guy who can create for his teammates. He's a guy who can drive through the lane and finish over on the top of his defenders. And he's also a number 17 recruit for the NCAA. He is also a number 17 recruit for newly freshmen, according to ESPN 100. And also, Rasheed Jordan is predicted as in St. John's Basketball Media Day to be the upcoming Big East Rookie of the Year. The last 2 Big East Rookie of the Years, last year, JaKarr Sampson of St. John's University, and the year before that, Mo Harkless of St. John's University. And now, I'm going to talk about D'Angelo Harrison. D'Angelo Harrison was 3rd in the Big East in scoring last season, averaging 17.8 points a game. And he also led the Red Storm in scoring during the last 2 seasons for the Red Storm of 17.4 points a game. And as a prolific scorer as D'Angelo Harrison is, he scored 20 points 13 times last season. He also had a career high of 36 points against Villanova last season as well. And as a guy who can score the ball, like if St. John's needs to score, if they need to find a basket, who do you go to? D'Angelo Harrison. Also with regaining Big East Rookie of the Year, JaKarr Sampson, who averaged 14.9 points a game last season and 6.6 rebounds. JaKarr Sampson, you might see him this year like improving in his perimeter game, playing outside of the perimeter, because with the addition of Orlando Sanchez, who is a 6'9" guy who can post up, block shots, rebounds, play in the post, and also play in the perimeter and knock down 3-pointers. And as a deadly versatile player in Orlando Sanchez, he creates a lot of mismatches for the opponent's team, forcing the other big men to rotate. So with that said, Orlando Sanchez can benefit guys like Samson to improve on his perimeter game and help guys like Chris Obekma down low. And don't forget this season, St. John's also acquired God's Gift, who didn't play last season at all. And God's Gift has a dominant physical presence down low. He brings a lot of size. He can rebound the ball. He can block the ball. He averaged 9.4 points a game like the season before last season. And don't forget, he led St. John's 2 seasons ago in shooting field goal percentage at over 53%. And with the help of God's Gift down low, don't forget about Chris Obekma, who led the NCAA nation in block shots last season with just a little bit over 4 block shots a game. And with the help of Obekma and God's Gift down low, St. John's will have a really strong front line. And as you can see, I'm also predicting for next season, Chris Obekma will be named the Big East Defensive Player of the Year. And remember that I said that. And also, you talk about guys like Phil Greens, who scored 20 or more points 4 times last season as well, who can also create shots, who's a great defender. He works hard and can guard multiple positions in Sir Dominic Pointer, who can do everything. He can play point guard up to power forward. He can guard guys bigger than him. And also at 6'5", he's a great rebounder for a guy his size, averaging 5.5 rebounds a game for the Red Storm last season. And you talk about other energy guys like Jamal Branch, who can control the pace on the offense of his point guard ability. And you also talk about guys like Felix Balamu and Christian Jones, who can come off the bench and produce solid minutes for Steve Lavin's crew, and as they play hard and can really get the crowd going, make everybody feel excited. And as we all know, Marco Borgo is a great 3-point shooter. He can shoot. But with that, we also have Max Hooper this season, who's eligible to play for St. John's. And in case you guys didn't know, earlier this past year, St. John's went to Europe for a trip and played a few exhibition games. And during one of the exhibition games, Max Hooper scored 31 points on 10 for 13 from 3-point land. So you know Max Hooper is the guy who can play it. And watch him make a lot of 3-pointers this year. Wait and see. And also, with that being said, with the teams such as Louisville, Syracuse, Notre Dame, and UConn leaving the Big East, it can really open things up for St. John's in the newly acquired Big East Conference. Like, the only teams that we have to watch out for that's a threat in my opinion, would be Marquette and Georgetown. But in my prediction, I honestly feel that our Red Storm will be the #1 seed in the Big East, and the reason why, with the addition of Rasheed Jordan and with all the bench and with the 3 red shirts last year, Max Hooper, Orlando Sanchez, and God's Gift like in the lineup as well, you're talking about a team who has like 11 to 12 players on their rotation who can start for any NCAA team. So with that said and done, St. John's will host their first game. St. John's will play their first regular season game on November 8th against Wisconsin, and they're gonna play their first regular season game here in Carnesecca Arena November 15th as they take on Wagner College. That game on November 15th will be played here. The game starts at 6 p.m. So if you guys didn't get your tickets now, purchase them immediately. So guys, come out to the men's and women's basketball games. Show your support. Come out to most of the athletic events or the events that you can make. It's going to be a fun experience. New York City, best city in the world. St. John's also plays 9 of their home games in Madison Square Garden this season, the most famous arena in the world, baby. You won't want to miss those games. And also, I really appreciate that you guys watched my video today. I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. St. John's basketball season is going to be awesome. Just wait and see. And everyone else, I'm going to be posting blogs and making new videos in the upcoming future. So everybody, good luck, have fun, enjoy the basketball season, and stay storming.